So the city wants to revitalize Robertson Road in Bell's Corners, but that would mean reducing traffic to one lane. I want to talk about this because I think it's an important conversation that needs to be had about traffic in the suburbs in the city of Ottawa. So Robertson Road is the main street in Bell's Corners, and if you look at photos of it from the 1960s, it hasn't changed all that much. City Councillor Lane Johnson says that this is a problem, that Bell's Corners has evolved and it has become unsafe for pedestrians and cyclists. So in March 2026, she put out a report prepared by Mobicon for her office that puts forward some suggested reconfigurations of Robertson Road. Now, the main part of this is that Robertson Road would be reduced to one lane of traffic. If you've ever been on Robertson Road, you know that it can get busy. But the report argues that it's only busy at peak times in the morning and in the afternoon, and that in the daytime, it's a lot of wasted space. So they're proposing that you reduce Robertson Road to one lane, and then you add bike lanes, and then you add bus turning lanes, and that it will be more friendly for pedestrians and cyclists. The report acknowledges that Robertson Road is a main corridor for people traveling from the west end of Ottawa to downtown Ottawa, carrying approximately 28,000 vehicles a day. But it also says that it's the main street for Bell's Corners and that it has become unsafe for pedestrians and cyclists. Well, if I'm going to give my 2 cents on this, I think that, yes, I acknowledge that it's important for cyclists and pedestrians to have a safe route. There are unfinished sidewalks in areas around that absolutely need to be fixed. But I'm just going to say that Ottawa's a winter city. I'm sorry to the cyclists out there who bike in the winter, but the majority of us, especially in the suburbs, are not riding a bike in the winter. To reduce Robertson Road to one lane, I think, is something that would need a little convincing for me and many others in this city. And I would love to sit down with Lane Johnson and talk to her about this plan. I think it's interesting. This isn't even an official plan with the city yet. It's just some suggestions. So Lane, if you want to sit down, I'd love to get you on my podcast and talk about this. We've talked before. We've had many conversations. But I just think this is something that's going to need a lot of convincing to us, especially in the West End. We're all traveling by car. And reducing traffic lanes in a busy area never is a good first impression for most people.